What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today, we're going to be looking at the hand history from Rafael. Rafael played the 108 Mystery Bounty Sunday Showdown and battled all the way till heads up and got a nice little score. So let's see how he did it. Any comments you want to say about the game, Frank?
It's my personal high score. Very long game. I would say it was very soft in the late stage, No good tracks.
Good comments.
Very nice. All right, let's get started.
How long was it?
Oh, very long, very long. I played till 6 a.m. It took almost 9 hours.
Almost 9 hours. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, we start with ace deuce. We face a three bet. What do you guys like here?
Late position versus late position.
You're gonna call this, right?
I think
Yeah.
I fold or four bet. I kinda like fold. I don't know. It's whatever, you can call.
Okay.
I don't know what the charts say, to be honest, like what you're supposed to do with this combo.
Yeah. Check, bet small. We should fold.
See, okay, this is the thing. You have like direct equity here. Are you supposed to call a three bet and just fold there? I don't think so. I know you're not gonna like, there's no implied you're not getting like. When you make your straight, you're not getting paid like a mountain of money here,
Hmm.
but, I also don't know about folding direct equity. So it folds a little bit, or is that four betting a little bit? It calls all of the time.
So flop, you wanna fold every time.
Ooh,
You do wanna fold every,
-1.
Yeah. Ooh,
solve for 100, yeah, looks good. But what's it doing the other 5% of the time?
Slivers or of 4-bet.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, always a bit.
I'm sorry, somebody has his game sound on and I'm trying to figure out who it is by muting. Right.
Oh, okay, I muted myself.
You
I
got game
learned my
sound
lesson
on?
last time.
Alright,
Okay. I have prepared sim for this hand.
This
wonderful.
one?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this is small blind, right? And we're out of position. We're very deep. So can we already kind of rule out the big bet size?
It's freeway.
Yeah, because it's three-way, because we're very deep. Do you think we can rule out big bets, right?
I don't think you're doing a
Yes.
ton of big betting here.
Okay, so if anything, it's to be a small bet.
Mm-hmm.
And then how often do you think we'll check?
I think you check a lot.
cash gamers check range, I think. But I'm not sure. 100 big.
It's close to range check.
Yeah.
Uh,
Where can I get that simply?
it's on Discord.
Okay.
Solver channel, and I created thread for the send.
Custom solve, no?
We don't have a
Yes, it-
custom solve channel, we just have solver. Somebody's Discord's going nuts.
Yeah, no, I think it was because I was on Discord. After someone's coming from. Okay, so it's in the lobby.
Solver channel, wherever solver channel is.
Aqu-
It's in the
aquarium.
aquarium.
Okay, aquarium, solver. Okay, okay. xFranq. Leading multi-way.
No. Low jack versus hijack and small blind, queen nine for rainbow.
Okay, wait.
Can you see it or you want me to?
I got it. I'm sorry, very sorry. Alright. So this would be the multi-way strategy. Or what?
Lots of checking.
A hijack here we are, low jack,
Yes. Low jack.
but then when we bet, it's only small. And then it's what, 90%, 80% check,
Yes. 86.
86%. Okay. Very nice. So we check. The six comes on the turn.
Now what, checker?
I kinda wanna like half potter.
We also get the backdoor.
You do.
What do you think the heads up solve is here?
Big better.
To school.
Heads up versus imposition, not versus the small blind.
Well, the hijack, first off, I think we should
Yeah,
have a quick look. Once it's checked to him, I think like this should be the hijack strategy, right? So the hijack himself doesn't check back very much, so he should be betting. And then on the turn, after he goes check, check.
Yeah.
This. Is a small blind strategy, so he has leads as well. Like he starts to lead a lot, which is interesting. I don't think we
Call
lead
this a lot?
kind of
Sorry. I don't mean to
25%,
antagonize.
what?
How much is it? 25? Okay.
Feels like
It's
25%.
the minority strategy, but yeah. I think some people disrespect this and lead way more than this. They'll just like lead every queen that they have and lead every nine that they have and like not care. And
I mean,
Hmm.
it's a check, check. That's following check, 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 right? So it's just a,
Yes.
Yeah.
it's a turn, it's just a turn probe. Which is
correct,
like,
but Frank checks range here, which is part of like small blind has to respect that Frank is range checking, but people
Yeah.
don't. Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
And after all of this wonderful action,
But yeah, like now the imposition's only strong hand is pocket sixes. He's pretty capped, cuz he should stab flop a ton, and he didn't. So now we can go pretty big, right?
yeah, now the low jack is picking up the ball with the polarized strategy. We see some purple appearing. It's not just orange anymore. Um. And then, yeah,
Still a lot of orange.
still a
Hmm.
lot of orange. This queen jack. Most of your
Hmm.
queens, actually, right? Most of your queens just want to bet now. With
Yeah.
a bunch of other stuff. Your six,
Queen
six,
nine, you
bet.
big. King's big. And maybe part of why you can't go too big here is that now small blind is still sort of uncapped, cuz he checked a lot, respecting your range, in theory. Everybody's just being very respectful here.
The way I always kinda thought about it was like, if the in position player on the flop checks after being checked to, they're capped.
Right.
And on the turn, if the out of position player to both checks, they're now capped. So if
But no, but that's where you're wrong in theory, Galen. The small blind here is not that capped.
the double check, he's not that capped, he's just double
He's,
checking with all the nuts.
I think so. Can we go back to small blind range? Now, if we check here twice, now we're very capped.
Hmm.
But I
The
believe small
initial,
blind still has a bunch of good hands. Yeah, he still has
like
a lot of ace queen. Go ahead.
ace queen,
Sets
so.
of nines, 6s, 4s. They all have
Ace
mix
So
and
queen.
check.
Yeah, I don't know how many, I don't know who's double checking a set of nines here on this texture in a multi-way pot.
I don't think people really are.
That's,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the point I was trying to make earlier. Like, small blind should have a lot of checks, but people don't really play that way.
I agree. Anyhow, we bet. We should be betting a lot. Let's see what Frank did. He finds a bet, very
He's
nice.
gonna bet.
Okay, now facing a bet. The hijack calls. So this should be the range of the hijack.
Hmm.
Okay, looks good. And these are all down weighted from, obviously they bet a bunch of these combos on the flop in theory, so these are all partials now.
So 8, 7, 10s.
Yeah, except eights and sevens, I think check the flop a lot, so that's still in full, but now they're mixing fold.
And then I bet this king ten suited is like diamonds. King ten,
Probably.
no, because king
I
ten,
can check it.
king ten is the gut shot, so it's probably all suits.
Hmm.
The nines are a pair, so he can't really fold the nine. He's calling. We don't have a six here,
The ace high ones are all diamonds,
folding a church. Okay,
I would assume.
and then after it goes call.
Okay,
Small blind call.
we should be winning very often at the moment.
I wanna say shout out to Frank. How often do you see turn multi-way post flop sims? Kind of rare. Shout out to him.
Shout out to him. And this is why you double check the nines, cuz then it goes bet call, you get to squeeze, you charge their jaws, put them in the box. What do you do if you get squeezed from? You're gonna fold.
I have redraw, so
Oh yeah, you do have a receipt. Yeah, it would be good.
Ooh,
yeah.
He makes it 12, you're like, oof.
alright, and then we see we get a 10 on the river. So. River. The small blind is checking range. Right? Then once it's on, it's checking range. It's on us, and we should be
Check, right?
checking again.
Yeah.
It's too thin to go for another street. Let's see what Frank does.
Queen 10 was one of the main value targets, right? And-
Surprise,
Okay,
Surprise,
bro just has
surprise.
like,
Yeah.
it's
King
the
Jack.
good old river lead for a large size. So I can tell you this guy has king, jack,
King Jack.
king, jack.
8-7,
You
10-9, Queen 10,
think queen, yeah, maybe queen 10.
9. Yeah, like two per plus.
Yeah, two pair plus, definitely.
Top 2 plus.
I think it's a
Mhm.
very easy and good fold here.
I don't think 10-9 does that.
Could
I
be.
I
think
don't
that
think
nine
10-9.
would be a little lower on side.
Little different action.
So very nice little hand. Okay, so we raise the jack ten suited. Face a three bet.
So Frank, you didn't even, did you look at the river spot? Did you not solve that river spot?
Well, the
It's pure check
redraw
theory.
solver is range checking on small blind, so
Yeah.
This is a problem here.
Do you not have the ability to lock this node with simple
Oh.
three-way?
I mean I can do it.
What do you, but if you
like,
lock
if
him
he's-
to all hands that beat us, then we're gonna fold, right? What
Yeah.
do you
Well,
wanna
you
lock
would,
him
well,
to?
you wouldn't lock him to all hands that beat you.
Be realistic here. Look at the
Come on,
action.
Galen.
Just be exploitman and fold.
They're betting in a spot where they have
Is
no
it-
bets for a big size into 2 players.
I'm
Come on,
sorry,
we
but
all
it-
know, we all know.
Is it even an exploit here? Could be.
Probably not.
I mean, by
Let me tell you.
definition, I think it is because he's using different line than solver, so it is exploit by definition.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so I really like a fold here. I don't think if you call here, you beat any.
That means you're exploiting no matter what action you take, Frank? I don't think so.
I don't know.
It's easy here. You need two pair plus. With a good kicker.
Yeah,
You side call queen nine and lose.
So I like this fold here, cuz you don't close the action, you're kind of. Close to the bottom of your range, people don't three bet enough, blah, 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 blah. Although, I'm starting to see that people are picking up the ball, they're three betting more and more, right?
Was this guy Ukrainian
I don't remember.
or Russian? Those guys love to squeeze, man.
What's the worst hand you're calling there?
But do you think this should be a call?
at nine.
Not
No,
using the
this
action?
is, no. This is not a call, not completing the action.
What do you think the
Unless-
wizard is gonna say?
Like I have exploited
don't think-
approach in this spot. I call like 9s plus.
I don't think
Um,
your machine's gonna say call.
Machine says call.
Does it say
Call.
yeah,
call?
obviously.
The
Out
button.
of, out of position? Seems
In the
wild.
sandwich.
Because we are in the position, so
We're in
It's calling.
position to the squeezer, but there's still button there. You don't, you have a tight range normally here, but this is like. Jack ten suited just flops very well.
Right, so this should be the range, right?
Can you show the EV as well? Please. Thank you.
That is pretty profitable. It's more
It's like
profitable
miles
than
ahead
king
of
nine.
king queen O. Yeah, I think the connectedness is really nice here, although it's crushing 10-9 as well.
It probably is just a blocker thing with what they're squeezing.
Right, so
Or the nuttedness factor, right? Like we mentioned the other day, Jack 10, every straight you make is the nuts.
yeah, but we have to be to understand that this range is built against a perfect three betting range.
Yeah, he's not
Which
squeezing
looks
that well.
like, what is the perfect three betting range look like?
Maybe they
squeeze.
find half of this. Right?
Wait, is that the big
Yeah.
blind range?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
it's a multi-way hand, so.
I don't think people do it like check 9, queen 9, king 9, ace 8, you know,
All
5,
this
6.
is, I don't think
or
it's,
King's off.
8s. Yeah,
This one we could lock with AI.
like this is
Let's see.
is
maybe.
it prime time? Like it's 10 p.m. my time, but for you it will be 4 p.m.
It's lower volume, it's on the tail end.
Yeah, oh, when this one started, I believe 4 PM, yeah.
Yeah, it's on the tail end of the Sunday schedule.
right, so I like the
Mm.
fold. Check, being the eight, how do you play that?
Oh,
I have it, so I bet. Very easy.
I like that a lot, Frank.
There. Pre-flop aggressor had a chance to see bet, now it's my turn, right?
yeah.
What
But
kind of
third,
size, do you go polar or you go small? I would go large here, 6 or 5.
Mm,
What kind
Yeah.
of size
Medium.
do you want to go?
I think I'm betting 3 big blinds here.
3, okay, kinda small. Frank goes for 4.
catch all sizing. Can't be bad.
Now, 3 bet or call? I think call?
Both are
Oh.
good.
You know me, I'm very passive. Psych.
That's why you 3 bet?
Why so small, Frank?
Is it small?
Position, it's fine.
Yes.
Why is it small?
Ah, yeah, we're gonna have this discussion every review, Galen.
Well, I mean, you're the one who asked the question first.
We're
I
playing
could
73
go for
effective.
7.
You should go 7+.
Why?
Because math, you're
Math.
giving him too nice of a price. You're not reducing SPR. You're saying my range is this, here's the SPR. You can peel for cheap and crack me, have fun.
I just wanna say, my pointer is over the mute button.
Uh-oh.
What do you think Wiz goes here? 7.5?
Yeah,
It goes
but opener
whatever,
opens 2.3.
it goes whatever the people
Alright,
who ran the
so then go
Sims for
7.
Wiz decided to put in when they decided to run Sims.
When you go 7, you get more value when you have value.
So it's
You know?
3.26.
It's more efficient size.
So yeah, I even went larger percentage-wise than Wizard. No?
Yes, but also effective stack matters, right? The absolute size also matters, not only the percent increase.
I
I
don't
think
think it matters
I
at
don't
all.
think it really matters. I don't think
It's
it
Yeah.
matters.
semantics. I'm just, in my opinion, it's a little small. That's all.
I don't think it matters.
You don't think anything matters, Louis?
What size are you betting on the flop? That matters.
I think this is a very small bet, 10,
I
20%.
agree. 10 may be a little greedy on the small side. I might go 20.
10, you're gonna get like explosives, right?
Are you
He's
gonna
gonna
be
call you
shook
with
when
like,
it's pure B50? Are you gonna be shook?
Yeah, I
Why
was
would
about
On fourth could be half.
Why would it be?
he's got eights in his call range, no?
I don't know, because nothing matters, Louis. I don't know.
It does B50 some, B49 some,
It's mostly
but
50.
there's,
So why is sizing up on pair fours like this?
because you have a lot of overpairs.
is he calling suited eights?
No. No offsuit, no suited.
That's why. If you made it 9-9 deuce or 10-10 deuce and it
Would
kinda
be-
like starts interacting with the floor of his range, you're gonna start sizing down.
would
I
be
don't know.
horrible.
We only 3-bet 6.5. He might peel a suited 8.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so we bet small.
Danny, he only RFI'd 2, man. RFI lives matter too, okay?
So make it 10-10 deuce.
Yes, this is
See
fair.
if we
Yeah,
save
let's
money.
actually take a look at this.
Danny had a bad week, it's okay. He folded
10-10 deuce, please.
the
I
jacks.
think that's why you get this inflated sizing sometimes. He just doesn't have this in his range.
10-10. 9-9 first, okay.
Nine's the same.
9-9's still kind of like mixy. 10-10 though. Up even more. I'm wrong.
Interesting.
Wah, wah.
What about Jack?
So.
What
Danny,
about
you
limbo?
kind of guessed that it was gonna go off. Why?
Mhm. I believe our overpairs just wanna drive max value from his overpairs while both are still overpairs.
Ah.
And
Okay,
we have like big range advantage at the top and yeah, the board doesn't change much.
okay.
Why wouldn't that apply to all paired boards then?
Because higher pair of boards, you have less pairs.
Once the card is like really represented in our ranges, like if we look at queen, queen, I don't think it does it anymore. So it's twofold. One, on like queen, queen, now there's only 2 overpairs, and if we're like big betting kings, it's harder for him to like wanna call with, I don't know, 9s than on an 8-8 board. Cause he could just be scared we have trips. And then 2, both of us have trips a lot more often when it's queen, queen.
He also has underpairs to the 8 here too that he's got to call a big bet with.
Those, yeah, those are probably indifferent when we go half. Which is great when we have a bluff, to make him indifferent with 7s.
Right, so I guess check on the turn is fine, right? And then check on the river, good as well.
Cause That's the other thing too, like our range contains bluffs, so if you beat 25, he just has an auto call with a bunch of stuff. And then our bluffs aren't very efficient.
He calls here with ace ten of spade, which I don't think is a very good call. Think he needs at least suit interaction to call here. Also, maybe we could consider double barreling here. There's many coaching content that suggest like double barreling aggressively because people float a little bit too wide in three bet pots. Maybe a point for double barreling here.
Can we look in, at the theory line, you go half and then the 7 you check back every time, or do we start to bluff it, I wonder?
No. I
I
believe,
think once you go half on flop, now you can just check back turn.
Did he need to bluff that river?
The
no,
villain?
I don't
Turn.
think so. I don't think
Ace
so. They
ace
both
ten
had,
high is enough.
they both had ace high. I
I'm
mean,
not
he beats diamonds and stuff.
so
Scott.
yeah, you could consider bluffing the turn if you wanted.
Okay, very interesting. Thank you.
Six. Okay, facing under the gun open, how do we approach this jack ten suit and you just call?
Hmm,
I think I just call.
We could free bet.
mix. Like. Half and half even, right?
So we
Maybe.
don't pick up anything and then we get this board. What do you guys think? A good bet?
I
We're
like
done.
Frank's bet. I like Frank's bet. You gotta take one stab at it.
How did you know I bet?
Cause Louis clicked and then clicked off real
Oh.
quick.
Yeah, might as well try now, otherwise we're never gonna win.
Yeah, I think one bullet's fine. And now you have showdown, so you can just, you beat diamonds and
Hey, check it down now, right?
other things.
They're like,
Now
Bad
you,
river. I fold.
Abort, abort.
okay, we raised
Oh.
jack, we get this board. Should we bet it? He
I have
beats
seen
this.
for the cent.
I would just like to point out. Two big blind RFI at 60 is too small.
Thank you. Would
Thank
you
you. You're
bet? Would you bet? What do you bet?
Check!
What do you
You're out
bet?
of position. You're out of position.
Are you serious?
I would check personally. I don't think betting's bad though.
You're under the gun here. Don't you have the range advantage, the nut advantage? This is a pretty good board for you, for your ace king, for your king, queen.
Alright,
for
well,
your
what
king.
is the worst cards in the calling range of under the gun one here?
Well, can we just advocate for one thing? Okay, if
Okay.
it was an ace high board, it would be a different matter, but this guy doesn't have ace king, doesn't have kings. Same
Sure.
for him. So
He does
this
have-
is, to me,
under the gun
as good as it gets for us.
Under
He,
the
he
one,
has ace king off.
he does have ace king. Under the one, under the gun one definitely can have ace king here. He's got king, queen.
You guys are
Okay.
funny.
Yes, they are, but okay.
If it's not a range check board, this hand will bet, agreed? Some frequency.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Alright.
think
This
it would.
guy never has ace king. Do you guys agree?
No,
I flat ace.
well,
king
in
there
practice,
sometimes.
yes, I agree.
You maybe, but
I don't think it's crazy to flat ace king there sometimes.
they don't put it often on.
I think rarely. I
Maybe
can say that.
maybe they should put it out more often. Anyhow, this is our strategy from under the gun. So we
Yeah.
definitely could consider betting.
Our hand is pure betting.
Oh yeah, that's pure.
With
Look at that.
spades, right? Like,
Mhm.
yeah. I would wanna bet this a lot.
So you wanna check like your pairs that missed under the 10, right? But other stuff is betting kind of heavy.
This is one of those spots, Galen, that we were talking about.
So 50% of range has to bet, basically.
Where it's nice to kind of take control and start bet. It's quarter the size or third?
You think Frank finds it?
That's two
Yeah.
sizings.
Do we
Yeah,
think
Frank
Frank
will
finds
find
it?
it.
I don't think so. He's a net.
Of course he'll find it.
He's a
I,
net. I
come
told
on.
you he's a net.
It's in the strategy.
This is the purest bet we have in range, man. No, it's not. But it's one
Check,
of them.
not now we got to pick up the ball, right? Well, wait, if we check back, this guy here should be betting.
start-
a lot.
I'm betting now.
So this is under the gun one's range after we check back to him. So he should be picking up the ball as well. So once he checks here, he's really short on kings.
He's got Jack X though.
Yeah, but do you agree? Like in game, most players, if they check back this flop, don't
He
really have
doesn't
a
have a
king.
king. He doesn't have a king.
Or a weak
Correct.
king. He will
The
have some
only
weak,
thing
weak
now
kings.
is he has ace jack, which made the nuts. That's the thing we're afraid of.
Wow,
He
it's
may have queen
too
10
much.
suited.
Yep,
That's the only two.
much. Yeah, what's the worst king that he has here though? Flatting under the gun. King 10 suited, king 10. So it's like,
Slivers of
Yeah.
king 9 suited.
Sure.
sure, if you wanna give him that, I think you see as much king 9 flatting there as you do ace king. So
I'm with you.
I feel like you have basically the nut low king that he would have. Generally,
Alright,
but
on the turn,
he's got jack 10, queen 10, I think, or queen jack, I think you could bet here.
on the turn, what kind of size would you guys go for?
3
Big,
or 4.
small? Cause I would probably make a
Half.
mistake and go around 6 big blinds.
Small because equity completed.
Let's see what the machine says. Machine says king, jack, majority bets small again. But you see the purple, we're starting to activate, starting to polarize a little bit.
Interesting sizings you took here, Frank. 1.9, is that what the input is that you've put here?
Yeah, 1/4.
You chose these? Why didn't you choose any half? Is half not a thing here? Only huge?
I don't know, I
don't
just
think you
run with
get
small
big
and
when
big.
equity completes.
Whatever he puts in the
Hmm.
solver is what the thing is.
No me gusta. I would go 4 here every time.
He found a 1.9. He actually matched his solver. Okay, I mean, maybe that's why you put 1.9, cuz it's the size you actually
Maybe
chose.
small's better. Yeah,
Okay,
it makes sense, right?
after we bet,
Bet again.
we condense. This is the calling range from the under the gun one.
What
So
size, Galen?
getting
Third
more
again?
condensed.
Bet like half.
I'll go third.
Third's okay too, I
He
think.
is condensed, so we wanna, maybe half's good when he's this condensed. On a brick, or do we check and bluff catch?
A 10 and an ace, he's
I don't
folding,
like bluff catching. Check bluff catching. He checked through on the flop. He doesn't have a lot.
right? And now on this
Maybe third
river,
then.
EP versus CP, do you value bet?
It's getting thin.
I think
5
you
or
do.
6.
Think you do, right? 6 big blinds.
Target a queen.
What about 4 big blinds?
A queen or a worse king, king 9 maybe? Big maybe, right?
Yeah, big maybe. 4's not crazy. I think you could be greedier though, Danny. I think 6 is probably 5 or 6 is where you wanna be. Half
So
pot.
polar, right?
No,
Let's see what Frank
no.
says.
This hand doesn't belong in a polar betting range.
You don't
Alright,
think
Frank.
so? I think
Alright, Frank.
so.
Why do we
No,
check Frank?
Frank made a mistake, I think here.
it's not good enough to polarize.
This,
Not.
this is what the strategy is suggesting. Betting all kings kind of very heavy.
It doesn't like the small bet.
Maybe the jack has a little something to
When
it.
you say all kings, Louis, these are all 2 pair.
Except king 9.
Nine, queen,
Yeah.
What does king 9
ace
do?
king,
Why king 9 and not king
jack.
jack?
King jack off.
King
So,
jack's better
What I
catcher.
see here, it seems that it doesn't like the jack very much.
You're kind of blocking, I think some of the combos that he might be bluff catching with, maybe?
Yeah. Overall, the sizing, we should be mostly polar here. So big.
Or maybe it
is
just
half.
wants us to bluff catch because we have the jack. We block ace jack, which is his main
Ah,
value.
Which makes sense, right? And then once we check,
Yeah, see, this kinda sucks. If you check here, you definitely lost value here, I think. He just checks back a hand that he's gonna pay a couple big blinds with, I think.
Yeah, I think ace queen would pay me off. Yeah, I
Yeah.
could bet half.
Yeah.
A bit missed value.
A little bit.
So after we check, this is our strategy. And then
Yes.
if we bet, if we decide to go for the bet, right? This is what his calling range would be.
Yeah, so jacks, queen ten is two pair. So you're targeting like his jack X blocking the straight. Ace, queen,
Queen back.
Maybe a 10-9 sometimes, a 10.
some, yeah, maybe so.
Right, so missed a little bit of value here.
It's okay.
Yeah, once again,
Early range.
yeah, thanks a lot for the sims.
Gun
Raise,
might fold anyway.
call,
Complete.
not the great flop, we just fold. Raise, call. I'm gonna have to peel one.
See a turn.
That's
How
a
about
Okay.
that? Bert?
lot. Check, check. Now we blast river or we check? This is
I am going to play bet big, fold to a raise.
I like that. 6 big, right?
Six or even more, 6 or 7.
7, right?
Yeah.
I like that.
He's gonna call, yeah, okay, yeah, that's good.
Very nice. So lip, check.
Bet one.
Um,
Master class on blind versus blind exploit there, Frank.
yes. Do you treat that here? Or do you call?
Okay, he's 25 effective. I feel like three betting's a little dicey, but you probably do want a VPip.
Okay,
Now you got
check,
smoke.
check, bet big, we're out.
Yeah,
Mm.
later.
Tight fold.
EP opens the church. We three bet.
Tiny.
Yeah, it's only 30 effective.
Where's the sizing police?
The sizing police. Get him in there.
I think you want to. It's one high card, but whatever he calls with. Queen ten has connectivity, king ten. I think this is a pretty queen jack spades. He's in there with like 6-7, 10-9. So maybe this is a board where I'd like to size up a little bit. What do you guys?
Yeah, but not with this combo.
I think I would like to size up with this combo. Maybe I'm wrong.
What do we do?
Must-
So you're kind of blocking, I think if you're gonna size up, you could size up with the ones that don't have the spades more.
Yeah.
Because you're blocking his like, his continues.
Okay, so it's small or very small.
Small or very small. Now, if you had like, let's say diamonds, I think you could go like grande, a little more grande.
Yeah, as Martin is saying, SPR
A little,
is too low to have a big bet. So he's right.
yeah. Put a little Ariana on there.
Yeah,
Well, is there no big betting with range? I think just not with, the hand.
no, we're
Only
20 deep,
Not really,
20
Okay.
deep. SPR is two.
not really.
There's no big bets.
It's partly also cuz we're UTG. Look at button, there will be big bets, 20 deep. I mean,
Hey,
you don't
that's-
have to look, but
That's a good hand. I think we
Small.
should see bet small, right? How do you handle?
Alright, this
You
is
just call?
interesting.
You
I
just
think I
gotta-
call because he's only got 16 behind. But you're super deep with the other guy. Interesting spot.
You're not closing the action, so I think this is even more of
call or click today.
I like call.
Call.
call. Now, mask is off. The 10 is
Yeah,
too
it doesn't
bad.
matter. He's got less than a pot size bet. You just call.
Let's see what he has. Backdoor hearts.
Yeah. It's really about trying to maximize the EV of that small blind guy. Like, how are we gonna extract versus him? Cuz when the big blind check raises, he's already basically set them all in.
Yeah, not a very good jam from him, right? On a 10 heart.
Oh, if I remember correctly, it was very accomplished to reg.
I think it's
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, really?
I think. I'm just saying, like, when he check raises that spot, I don't think he's bluffing there ever. I think he's like, he's got a hand that he's gonna commit with almost 100% of the time. Trying to crack the code of like getting the
Uh-huh.
small blind to put more money in, I think is like what my focus would be. And I think calling is the most inviting.
The only one.
With a board this wet, do we really wanna let the small blind continue though?
I don't think you really care too much. You have top set and like, even if, you get like the nut low card on the deck, like the worst one possible, you still are
7 of
gonna have
diamonds.
outs. Yeah, you're still gonna have outs.
And then also, like, it's really like you need to protect your range here.
And okay, so think about this, the other side of the coin.
Yeah.
Let's say you raise and he calls and you get the worst card in the deck. Do you really want, then what do? You've lowered SPR and now you've really put yourself in a pickle to lose all your chips.
Yeah, if you raise and then you check
Yeah,
back,
but I think
and then you could
I
get
think
bluffed.
that's better though, because if, with a lower SPR, when you have top set, it's not as big of a mistake, you know, it's okay to kind of go broke there, but if you, I'm like, what is he, I mean, is he gonna, if you, I mean, what are you gonna raise to here? Like,
Well, but also you've condensed his range to more flush draws once you raise and he calls, so.
are we giving, if we raise to 15 here, right, like, are we giving him the, like, he shouldn't be peeling at that point with a flush draw, right?
Well,
Ace
it
high
depends.
flush draw
There's a
or
lot of
combo
It
additional,
could be
draw.
just jamming.
yeah, there's a lot of additional equity draws that are gonna be there.
So
I mean, you know he doesn't have a king, probably. He could have the last one.
all in all, I really like a call here.
If he has a set, he might back raise, right? If he has 8s or 9s. That he was slow playing. And we call. Now he might back raise. Then we can get it all in set over set.
And I don't think the turn is a bet for ace deuce.
I like the call.
You need to pick up equity here.
Did somebody?
You don't need to pick up equity when you already have the equity. He has ace high flush draw, overcard flush draw.
Do you think
But
it's
the
good
10,
in here? You
I
like it?
think it's like a, I don't know what you do on this card. It could be
You
like a
check
weird,
and you
like,
get jammed on, it sucks,
mostly
right?
when-
no, I think you B30 and call it off.
I don't know.
Or jam. Nah, jam makes most sense, maybe. What are you gonna check fold, Louis?
Oh, I'm just wondering if his turn play is good.
I think he made his bed by raising, now he just has to go.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was saying, like, if he has any smidgen of equity at this point, he's got like, the odds to win the pot are too good, even if he just has a flush draw. And if you ever fold, it's just gonna be very good.
Is he supposed to go? And that's what
Dude,
I,
I'm looking at the same exact thing right now. Let's see. He
exactly.
does
what-
wanna check. What are
Of
you gonna
course.
do? Check fold?
Yeah,
I mean, it's such a terrible card for his range.
Yeah, that's, it's so weird.
okay, alright.
Wait, you didn't pace through it. Alright, after check.
Well, what do you want? What do you want? Like, he's supposed to check, that's what I thought.
Yes.
If he gets jammed on, he folds. If he faces a small bet, he can peel.
I don't think we get to jam on him.
There's mix of sizings.
We're gonna bet smaller. And then he calls again with ace deuce. And then he's trying to. Oh, little three bet here. What does the police size have to say?
Where? No, it's great.
It's great. Police size is
Yeah,
that.
Wait, what?
the
It was great.
guy was short.
It's great. Police said it was great.
Okay,
Oof.
Uh.
call.
Call.
Either way.
Uh-oh. Lose more money.
Call.
Raise?
I mean, I
I'm
think it's
calling.
call.
I think it's raise.
It's a race, but I don't know if it
Mm,
works in game.
Check your privilege, Arturus.
No, this is a
Check
race, I'm
your
pretty sure.
privilege.
Oh, this is
I
a raise.
wonder what I have done.
Not
Did I
worry,
call?
Arthur.
Did I
I think raising is very good.
raise call? Raise false? Let's see what I have done.
What do you,
Oh, look
what
at
does
the
raising
name.
accomplish? What does raising accomplish? Please.
Clearing
Holding
everybody against you.
hands that have 6 outs versus me.
Right, yeah, okay, so you're folding out 6 out hands and you're getting called by, 90% equity hands, got it.
Yeah, but do you know, like, if people are three betting and C betting and then you check raise here, you're just like making their world, like you're counter exploiting here, man.
You can't
So,
counter exploit a pair of
I
nines.
think eights in a 3-bet pot are a great raise in certain formations here. I think we're too EP and it's a little too deep,
see
but
this,
I could be wrong.
majority raise,
Majority raise.
75%. So we call,
Okay, what do we do with jacks and tens here
raise
on the
as
flop?
well.
Can you show?
He goes small.
Of
quarter.
course, race.
Of course, he says, of course.
Of course,
Okay, jacks stop doing it as much.
yeah.
Jacks are always this island that don't wanna raise. I don't know why, but
How's your sync?
Working just fine.
So we check. Now we're in a pickle. Gotta fold.
I don't know, man, you might need to peel one more,
call
but
one
folding.
more.
What do you
Super
got?
dry, I'd probably just fold in game, to be
Frank
honest,
is,
I'm just,
Frank's gonna net this up for sure.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
We don't know
I don't-
stats on the guy.
I don't blame him.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure playing call fold like that is like the weakest line, but it might be good against population.
Please,
All in? All in?
Like if you don't raise flop, you're not supposed to just fold turn on a jack.
Woo, nice little
It's a
jack.
jack.
I mean, it's tough because you're playing both sides of the coin. And one side of the coin, we're sitting here saying, oh, well, population doesn't do X, Y, and Z. But then we're looking at the solver saying to justify like, oh, well, we
Yeah.
need to be doing this, even though population isn't doing that. So it's like, I don't know. It just feels like you're punting.
We gave him rope. And he got an overcard that doesn't hit him that hard, but he might bluff it. So I feel like it's the prime but like if it's an ace or king turn and he barrels, I'll fold. But on the jack, it's so tempting. What's he really have ace jack? He 3-bet ace jack off?
Just got queens,
Really
man.
has kings?
Just got
I
queens,
guess. Usually.
usually. Could have ace jack also.
He could
but it's
have
a
queen jack suited, jack 10 suited.
How often do you guys think population is like finding a bluff on the button and then double barreling the bluff in a 3-bet pot? I think that's
You're
probably.
right. The double
That's-
barrel is very
On that,
underbluffed.
Well,
on that texture?
as we know,
that
there's
texture?
there's some lines that are under bluff, but there are also some lines that are over bluffed, and this. I don't have my data ready yet, but this, according to other sites, other content creators, this is one of the line that is over bluff.
Turn double barrel in
Even
3-bet
from the
pot.
button, I feel like people under 3-bet the button because they can just call and see a flop. So like all those smidgens of hands that are gonna have 3-bets from the button. I mean, GG's different because I play on like Iggy and it's a lot more like fishy and passive, but I feel like the
Yeah.
people overcall, people under 3-bet the button because they can just see they can see the flop.
Well, the other part
But
is
then B-Money,
also, it's like it's under the gun also. It's like EP. Are people really like over bluffing?
Are you for fine, like,
Mhm.
King 10 suited is probably like a 3-bet bluff there, right? Like, are people 3-bet bluffing King 10 suited there, double barreling? There's no, I don't think there was a flush draw on the flop.
It was rainbow.
yeah.
I like the fold
Maybe
here.
not.
4-liner, flush completed.
He gives you a good price, but I would fold too. What about your best two pair there, Louis? Are you calling your best two pair?
No, no, because people don't bet for 10 value after an enough on the river. This guy would check back a bunch with like anything he has. Like people check back like queen jack here, they're like, oh, I got that beat.
Are you folding an eight?
No,
What do you beat as an eight?
I am not gonna fold it.
No, that's what you beat though.
Listen, all I'm saying is if you're against me in a pot and you bet here, don't expect me to fold an eight. I'll never fold an eight to you.
But you said they don't bet thin enough value, so what are
Yeah.
you getting value from?
So what's the difference between
It's still,
low straight and
you
top
know,
two?
Ah,
know-
Frank, there's the question.
you need to draw a line in the sand and say, this is my comfort zone and you're not gonna, get past
It's a
that.
frequency thing.
Get past that line, we're gonna have some issue. That's how I see it. So my small straight is in my comfort zone. If he gets me with it, he gets. But I like holding two pair here.
Yeah, his range is too tight. He opened a shorter stack, EP,
Did he cap turn that in that, I wasn't thinking, did he cap turn?
check.
You can ask what's the difference, but the fact is like, you probably still wanna call something unless you're gonna overfold everything, which you can do. But then if you're gonna call anything, you pick the eight. Cause you
Why not
maybe
just, why
beat
not just call the
some
king?
spazzy thin value sometimes, you
I
beat a
like a bet.
bluff
Right.
and.
Right,
like
but
that.
that's why I was asking about top two pair, cuz the same logic applies to top two pair that would apply to the eight.
The thing
You
is,
also chop with other eights, you
I'll be
know.
honest, okay, according to
It's
my
true, it's
data,
true.
you're supposed to call top two pair. But I have had no success at all doing so. You understand what I mean? It's like,
Right, yeah, so
it's
you've had a
like,
bad,
it's like
you've had a bad
super
run.
thin if you wanna call it top two pair, very, very thin slash not good.
You gotta find the right customer, the right spot. Otherwise you can pitch it.
So I like a bet here.
Oof.
Do you not bet here, Frank?
No.
Why not?
Uh, he has all two pairs, straights.
We have ace high BVB.
It's a limp
It's
spot.
never-
He has
This is
any,
It's never a bet,
ace
right?
high,
he has any,
open-ended.
Just check
I
call,
don't
check
see
call,
a
check
point
call.
to bet, because he's not folding pair,
Yeah, just check call.
I
Why do you
fold
wanna bet,
some
Louis?
better, no.
I
I
wanna bet
fold
too.
Joe,
worse
they-
hands,
Listen to
Expanded.
Frank's
The short
logic.
reach.
You don't fold out better hands. You have showdown value. You have equity to call. You have.
I'm muting him out. I can't handle it anymore.
Show
You
this.
have good visibility.
No, he's bet the turn too. Who checks through.
So in general, we have a little exploit, okay, that says you should like limp a very wide range on the flop and then bet one big blind on a lot of flops and you just like steal so often. But if you wanna make a case for checking, sure.
Danny, what do you mean by you have good visibility?
Yeah, I mean, and I'm kind of like almost thinking of it like a value bet, to be honest. Like when I bet this flop, you've got good turns, good rivers, you have a strong enough ace high. You're gonna get value from like other eights, 5-4, stuff that wraps around.
Yeah, it's not enough. He sold a 6x, 7x, 9x, so.
He's also got the deuce three off and the,
Which you crush it though, like you're so far ahead of that.
and the deuce king. Are you gonna put him in? Oh, you check?
Yeah, because
Raise.
I check call turn.
Now
I
you
was
just call,
muted and AFK, but I can explain now if you want.
You gotta
But
put
let's
him in.
finish the hand.
do you call here or you put him in? I would put him in. Frank calls.
Oh my god.
By the way,
are
why
you
did you
calling?
limp, Frank? Pre? Did we talk about that?
Why not?
Yeah,
This
limping's
is
okay, I
like,
think.
I think it's the
this is
bottom
the
of the range.
line of the opens. You open like ace eight suited, ace seven suited.
Yeah.
And up, don't you?
You
Yeah.
can?
No, I usually
Yeah.
limp suited ace.
Danny, what did you mean?
Bruh,
when you
you're
said you
missing
have
value.
visibility?
Like, let's say we have a hand like, we limped ace jack off. And he checked behind, we probably have similar hand strength, ace jack, ace eight, they're both like middling ace high. But with ace jack, it's gonna be a lot harder to call down across certain runouts and like figure out if we're still winning. Whereas here, like you have the straight draw, so when it comes 10, you know you're winning. Or when it comes 5, you know you're winning, you don't have to worry about it. Whereas like ace jack, it comes 10, you're gonna get bluffed every time, even if you have the best hand. So when you're like less worried about getting bluffed, then
Wait,
easier to call down.
open, 3-bet, 4-bet all in,
Okay,
8-9 suited.
Wait, why it's so big? Can you go back? Why I made it 7 point? Oh, he 3x, okay.
3-bet.
opening size lives matter.
He likes his hand a lot. 8-9 suited. Gets it in, 8-9 suited.
I think some people would say when he 3x's off 25, you can play jam here.
Jesus Christ.
I think Vince would advocate for a jam.
Maybe.
It's like the guy's not folding, put it in.
So how to put this? This is a very colorful play, right? This is never a hand I would consider 4-bet jamming.
This guy likes to party. He's got a frat rush that's starting in an hour.
Yeah, I think so, right?
You know, somebody's gotta go pick the keg up.
Bet
He's
big or
got the
bet
truck.
small here? Multi-way, small, short SPR.
I would bet small.
Quarter.
Big.
The big blind being 12 effective, I don't really think you need to do this. But, okay.
Heads up against small blind, this is good. But three-way drives it down, yeah.
I would think.
It's okay. I don't know. Surely we still get some big betting there three-way, no? Or no?
Hmm,
Maybe no.
I would just use the
If
no
there's
cry
one hand,
principle
yeah.
and bet small with your value and bet bigger with your bluffs.
If that's, I think if these, if everybody's got chips there, that's a big bet board, even if it's 3-way. If those. Push value with your best ace X there. I think I've seen that sim before.
Yeah, I mean, big blind doesn't really have many ace X's because the best ace X would jam pre.
If you can big bet it versus small blind and you can big bet it versus big blind, you can probably big bet it three-way too.
Yeah.
BTO Wizard has a cash game simplification where there are no big bets, 3-way, regardless of board. So that's not, so
Could be good.
that bad.
Yo, wizard?
DTO.
Oh, okay, okay.
DTO. Dom theory optimal.
Donk theory optimal.
Donk.
Is it mystery stage?
I think we need to check here.
Not yet, not yet. I will let you know when it starts.
Easy call, and now. I think we call here, Frank. Because I think he has a lot of sevens that plays like that. If he had a jack or a 5, he would size up.
Cycle.
I like a call here.
Ooh.
Did we check on the flop?
Yeah,
Mhm.
we check. Which I think it's a great check because it's 2K card for the big line. And he's really short. You wanna have a club in your hand when you bet here. Or something, you know? So here, bet one call. But I think if you had a 5 here, it would always go all in. If you had a jack, it would always go all in. I think
Yeah.
a 7 would exactly
Or
be
an,
that.
yeah, or an 8. Yeah,
Or-
I don't know why I folded.
Or, yeah, 7 or 8 that you beat, or pockets, you know, pocket 6 probably just shoves free, but, you know,
Yeah, not sure why I folded. I'm a little surprised.
yeah, I prefer a call here.
Like, weird. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit tight.
Yeah, very, very tight.
Can you check raise here and get away? with
Yeah,
it?
it's
Probably
too
not.
shallow, I believe.
Okay, yeah, just fold.
Ace seven.
I think I check back here.
Why?
It's like a bet here or a check. I feel like when somebody's all in here, people play kind of straightforward.
Yeah, but it's late track or, it's
It's
before
protected
chess.
pot bet. If you, it's better to bet one big blind if you don't want to bet bigger.
Okay, Frank bet small.
I think check is not good. The pot is protected. He's not gonna do stupid shit.
Here we
You would
want,
think not, Arturus. You would really think not.
think this is a raise.
I've been hurt.
Okay.
Could
GG
be
special,
raise,
special
could
place.
be limp call.
This is a jam or a limp.
You don't raise here.
Check at
No,
check at
no.
ICM. Where are we, Frank? Are we bubble yet?
No,
What are we? Half the field? 2/3? 1/3?
could be.
I'll look at 37. Big blind has 20. 21. We have 45.
Mixing,
Queen jack
you wanna raise the worst one at chippy.
open, jam or limp. All good.
And then you were looking at,
I'm looking at ICM 37.
okay, let's look, 50.
'Kay.
Then symmetric. Yeah, symmetric is not good, right?
Yeah.
Big stack versus small stack.
Find big blind with 20. Sure.
Mixing, limp or raise.
No jams yet. You need more risk premium to jam, I guess.
Need a blocker.
In mine, you see the offsuit 8 block though, lighting up. It likes those. 10-8, 9-8.
I like a one big blind here, but checking is also probably fine. What do you guys do?
I agree with you. One or check. I would normally one.
Why do you check here, Frank?
No club, maybe
Mm,
check a little more. Protect our range.
I don't know, I just check a lot on two-tone boards out of position, BVB.
To just bet. Any second pair is gonna be good enough to bet.
I'm
Now
even
what?
betting my sevens here. Is this a mistake?
I think like a lot of the ranges protect the range with bottom, with third pair, but. Maybe your best sevens, I don't know. I would be shocked to see you checking any second pair here a lot.
I think a lot of stuff should mix, but this should bet more than it checks, right? Or does it check more without the club?
So if you look at all the Jack X, he's got like, all the Jack X is like, got some frequency of betting in there, probably like prefers betting.
Can you see if it cares? Yeah, for the suit on queen jack. Like queen of clubs, you're gonna bet every time, aren't you? Queen jack O, Louis. Oh, it doesn't really care, does it?
No.
Doesn't, it
Alright,
just seems to be like an even mix.
forget that. Yeah, fitty.
Oh,
Either
will
way.
you show again? It's over bet spot?
What? No, just bet one.
Oh.
Oh, oh wait, where did
Slivers
those come
with
from?
top.
One or overbet. Classic theme. And now on the turn, 1, 2. Check.
I almost feel
One.
like you've committed to the check line, but there's like a lot of value targets, like he's got a lot of single club hands that are gonna pay.
Yeah, I think we got a 2M now.
Agree.
Frank checks again.
Check's okay too. Now surely we get some value, right?
I
Are you
think
gonna catch again?
Dude,
Don't check a third time, Frank. Don't you dare.
No, we overbet, no?
Oops.
You could, I think check is still reasonable to catch. Get, like, maybe he check the club and now he's gonna bluff.
Can you show us a turn strategy? And what do you think of overbetting the river?
Probably one of the
You don't
worst
overbet
hands
sec-
we can do it with.
You don't overbet second pair.
Well, the top
Ah.
card paired, so now we're promoted, you
It's
know?
like nuts, man, in the river.
Yeah,
Neither of us has a king really. We're more likely.
So small, if you want to.
you can bet if you want to. Yeah, check's still good.
Jack
What was
eight,
turn? I missed it.
check, check.
Jack 8.
The strategy for us.
Very heavy checks.
2, right? Oh, 1.5. Yeah, we'll call it a 2. And with our hand, check is fine, yeah. Yeah. You could check every street. Makes sense.
So open, 3 bet, 4 bet.
well,
Oh,
Muck.
am I muting myself or you keep muting me? I don't know, I don't remember.
it's your keyboard. We hear the feedback of your keyboard. I'm just trying to minimize the background.
Oh, okay, sorry. Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Don't worry about it. When I hear it, I'm just punishing.
I just keep talking and, I see that I'm muted.
I was wondering, like, oh, we get a nice little quiet time here. No, I'm just kidding.
He's shut up finally.
I say check here. You guys say?
Mm-hmm.
Is that big blind? Yeah, probably check.
Wait,
Wait, what?
I like it, but I'm surprised that you're saying it. That's all.
I mean, I guess you could big bet sometimes, but
He checked on the turn or?
Think we could
Gross.
even consider folding here, but it's a bit nitty, right? But I
No,
don't.
you
mind
cannot.
Folding.
Don't tell me you could consider. Come on. You have
Too
a
many
gutter.
draws, too many draws.
Well, like Peter would say here, your 7 is poisonous, right? So you really got 4 outs. Do you agree with me?
You
So,
can be ahead though. You can be ahead.
yeah, the best
You're
line
often
is
winning.
if it stays like this and it goes check, check, I think very often you win on the river. So I guess you gotta count once.
Yeah. Cause he can stab a 5. He can stab clubs.
And then this is an easy.
Jack 10.
Easy jump.
Easy
Jam.
bluff jam. No blocker.
If you have the
That's good.
7 of club, Frank, you could go all in.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
7 of club.
Can we see strat for the flop?
No. Why do you wanna see strat for the flop? You made a promise.
Oh, we have, it's still late, right? It was 2 hours after the start. We are still in the late track.
I wanna see if we can get away with betting here, actually. We can get away with betting half?
Yeah, it's half pot strategy.
Big bet. Or check.
No, even bigger.
Alright, if you wanna be a sliver warrior, you can bet half. Or 80.
So big bet, you know how you wanna like bet ace 9, king 9, pocket 10. So
Do
you
our
want,
8s bet or check while we're here?
they all
Does
bet?
every 8?
Oh, they check.
Yeah, 8s check a lot. Yeah, this is common theme as well. Like ace 8 bets and then the others will check. Thank you. Oh. With no heart too.
So. I like it. I mean, he's super cap when he calls and he's also cap. And you got the
It's
best.
the ace king special. Yeah, they don't have sets and they don't have ace king, right?
Yeah.
In theory, mostly.
So like counter meta, bet big when you don't have it and bet small when you have it. So I like, kind of like where this is going, but. The diamond, do you need to continue with the diamond? I think so.
The 4 is killing the action because you are chopping to all ace X's. If I had like ace queen ace jack.
Oh, okay,
So yeah, just give up on this turn.
but the diamond, Frank,
No, you gotta go third pot and jam river. Come on.
yeah, he was gonna get you. He was waiting. We're back on the river. Limp? Wait. Oh. Oh. 6-9 suited. Gonna call. Little
Nice.
call. Check, check. Do you lead turn? Not really on this turn, right? You check raise. Will you have a good check raise candidate on the flop?
Yeah, on the flop.
Okay.
Oh, it sucks.
You wanna know super secret strategy for this 8 forehand? It's actually a pure 3x in the sim I'm looking at.
Ooh.
And
Okay, what about this?
yeah, 9-6 hand, I think we are allowed to bet like top spot, given all I've seen.
What about this? Call,
Danny, what are
jam,
you looking at?
call,
What are you talking about?
Okay, what do you play here, Gavin?
Mostly call here.
I'm
I'll upload it.
confused.
What do you play here, Gavin?
Call.
Call,
Oh, surprising. How do you play king jack suited here?
Call.
call.
Okay, really?
There's an easy filter for that, Louis. How do you handle 4 bets?
Well, I'm thinking about jamming.
Right.
Is this not a jam?
I think 30 in position is a smidge too much, like 25 big blinds, now we're talking.
Okay,
It's not the craziest thing. It may
Hmm.
actually jam a little bit.
where do you think we stand in this game, Frank?
You're
37,
talking about chip
Later is
EV.
sending.
25%?
Uh, around 1/3. Closer to 1/3. Yeah, 37 I think is good.
Okay. And then our cutoff has a ton of chips.
Um,
And then we're the button with around 30. So we got 25 or 30? 31,
31.
exactly. Wait. Cutoff is a big stack. We got 31. Is it that one? Mhm. It's not that one. Wait. 31 on the button, the biggest stack.
Check
Say,
this out. Pure coin. I don't know. I think this guy had very high ATS, PFR, and I jumped.
You jammed. You crazy.
A little.
okay, I thought it was a good jam. Surprised it's not.
I think if you're big blind, it's a good jam.
Hmm,
Hmm.
hmm.
Yeah? Yeah, look, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Galen, I finally uploaded what I was talking about, the 8-4 suited. It was the BVB spot where we were playing like 17 effective, covering the guy. Some ICM. Teasing the chat. Also, you're muted if you're talking.
What do you think this is?
I'm typing, sorry.
Okay, you're good.
Just a fold?
I mean, these are the ones I struggle with a lot because this hand, it's like the ideal hand to peel a 3-bet, but we're only playing 40, but it's
You're supposed to
late,
peel. You're
but we're
supposed
out
to
of
peel.
position.
And to Danny's theorem of sizing, he needs to be punished because he was given a good
He did go
price.
small, but we're playing 37 effective, so like going 6 now is like reasonable in my mind, you know, the SPR wise or like percentage of stack wise. He's pressuring enough, even only going 6. And yeah, it's gonna be a theory call. But you
Yeah.
get in some fun spots post. We did study this one the other week.
It's not even really close, to be honest. You're making 0.6. Like, you could deviate, but 0.6 deviation, you would be yelled at by all professionals.
Less than 5% of aces.
Yeah. So you're making 0.6 against a perfect range.
In theory, he has a bunch of stuff.
You could even peel some of this back. It's still gonna be profitable, I think.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's the same about the Jack 10 suited spot we had earlier where it's like just so pure of appeal that it doesn't really matter unless his range is only nuts. Hand is so good.
Gotta call again here.
If you play check call flop,
Why
I
did we
think you
not
play,
jam the flop?
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
That's
If
what
you
I
play
wanna know.
check call's not crazy, but I would play raise. I would just put him
Dude,
in.
just
You
get
got
your
too much
chips
equity.
in, like close your eyes and go all in and see what happens.
Uh,
Am I wrong? Or like
Alright,
be raise 30 at least, no?
alright, Frank, I do have a question for you. If you
Mhm.
play check call on the flop and you get this turn and he jams on you, what are you doing with this hand?
what is this question?
There's zero chance this is a call on the flop. Yeah, never call. How can you call? I'm so disappointed.
Frank, what are you doing on the turn if he jams on you?
Probably folding.
Okay, then you should never be calling the flop. Like, this hand's got too much equity to ever not realize all 5 cards. And that's probably why you're playing it aggressively, like Danny's pointing out on the flop.
And yeah, exactly, yeah. Like it's low SPR, we have combo giga draw. If he folds, great. If he calls, let's gamble. It's all good. Get the chips in.
That and, you're also farming that
We
extra
have ace queen
EV
in
from
range.
times that he folds. Cause he's gonna have some folds when you flip as the aggressor.
Yeah, yeah, if he folds, great. And he will fold some stuff. I agree with
Some,
you. He'll even call our raise 30 and fold the turn occasionally
Hmm.
with king 10 with king of hearts or something if he has some offsuit combo.
yeah. Now, he took some kinda goofball line on the turn, so
And so we raise
make
on
life
the
easy.
flop. We raise on the flop, comes a
So-
break, and what do we do?
All
Probably
in.
just put it in, you probably just put it in Arcturus. That's where part of the EV comes from, getting better hands to fold.
What
And then if
turn
you
don't
get,
we jam? An
Would,
ace?
would you raise all of your flush draws or you would mix perfectly?
I don't think I would raise them all.
How would you choose
You
one?
raise the ones that want fold equity. They benefit the most from fold equity.
This
So
is
like,
actually a really interesting question for this texture, right? Because like, what's the general construction we use? Like, the best and the worst, and we kinda play call with the ones in the middle? of the range. But like the best flush draws we have here have a pair now, so they don't really wanna raise. So now it's like picking up some king X. And the worst ones that we have in range, we're playing
I mean,
call with
king
the
jack
best.
still beats bluffs in theory with like the nut no
Yeah.
pair, so that one
Yeah.
doesn't need to raise, right? And king ten kind of,
You're blocking the cooler combos also, like you want him to have jack ten of hearts if you're raising king six of hearts sometimes.
So do you show cutoff range?
mm.
What is he c betting with?
Everything at once.
Range bet,
Okay.
range bet quarter, or,
Well,
yeah.
Still,
Yeah.
it's not clear. I don't raise my 9-10 suited here on the flop. It's not clear to me why you would raise this. Makes sense listening to you say it. I mean, you get full equity, blah, blah, blah. Why not 5-4 suited? Why not?
5-4 suited doesn't have additional equity.
Yeah, that one is one you're happy to call the flop and fold the turn.
You actually have
you don't
like
improve.
really you're kinda smoked with 5-4 suited here sometimes. Even if you hit your flush, you're gonna lose a pot here sometimes.
The ones I'm
Um,
very surprised about are the king five, king six, cuz in my mind, they don't have enough to play raise.
Right, so you raise a third of your flush draws, you call 2/3 of them. Now, what else do you raise with that?
Ace queen,
Two pair?
blocker
jack.
stuff. Yeah, there you go. A set of eights.
It's like the big blind versus button heuristic where like your best ace that you didn't get in pre whatever, so here it happens to be ace jack, you raise a lot. Two pair, you raise a lot. Set.
Alright,
Yeah. You wanna get the money in with ace jack before it gets worse, cuz if he has ace king, he'll stack you anyway. If he has ace queen, he'll stack you anyway. But you can drive value from some of his stuff with ace jack before, and like not let him kind of control how the pot goes. And negative free roll you. Reverse free roll you.
alright, nice little hand. I think what that means is we need to train more. Check raising,
bet
three
pots.
bet pots. Especially facing a bet. Especially since I got data that population is betting sufficiently.
We did one session of that a week or two ago and it was really good. I used some of it already in game.
Do you jab? No, okay, just call. Get up.
Cooler. Got him.
Who's this?
Frank.
Frank the Tank.
Got him. Running good. A power jam.
Mystery Bounty?
Mm-hmm.
Our big bounty still in?
Not
It's
ITM yet, are
not
we?
hunting stage yet.
Oh, okay.
You ever flat? Or three bet not all in?
Just this was 25 effective versus small blind and 18 versus rest, so I just jump, I think.
What's the worst pair
Nothing
you
could be
jam?
play.
What do you do with sevens?
Yeah.
Ooh. Tough one.
Like, I think you can very, very reasonably just play call.
Yeah.
The thing
I
is,
think-
are we approaching the bubble?
I think it could be close.
Cause you put a lot of pressure on his range when you do that, right?
Yeah, but also the hand has to be good enough to do it with. Like sevens, I think you're starting to punt if you do this.
I agree. I think sevens is not a jam, probably a flat.
Or it's floor. If you
I don't
like,
know.
don't do it with sixes, I don't think.
Did you run this? I'm curious.
No, I haven't.
Nah.
I got Sims for like in the money stage.
This
I
is
wonder
like
if we
really
find a
close to me.
configuration.
Like tens, jacks definitely jam. Nines probably jams, but eights. It's like in my mind, it's stone cold floor if it is a jam or it's a call.
Flory boy. Hard to find a good one. Maybe this one. Raise 5.
Can
No
it ever,
flatting.
can it ever be a prank and not a jam? Or is the,
That's
or
what
the-
I was thinking also, like,
Oh,
yeah,
what? 3-bet to just ISO under the gun and then not fold, and only fold if
right,
5 jams.
precisely. Even if we 3-bet and then like that guy goes, what if that guy folds? It's mixy. I think you can make it 5 and if small blind jams, you get to fold. Might be a little cleaner.
This is way deeper. It's 25 deep.
Yeah, but 18, we just saw the same, right? Was
Oh, I didn't see. What was
18,
he
we were
doing?
not like only jamming tens.
eights called and nines had a sliver of
Oh,
betting.
calling here.
Then say he's low jack, but he's 16.
It's actually probably be a little bit similar.
So he's shorter, need to be shorter. And then it's not really jamming. It's just,
Yes.
It is here a little. 18, 19, that's all in. The red is all in. Frank, did you say before that you're limping all the suited ace-X? Or are you raising
Most
like
of them.
ace-jack suited?
Ooh,
Depends on my color.
You wanna raise your best ones.
Wait, okay, this is first hand in the money. And I have sim. Okay, how wide do you think this guy can open? Oh my god, go back, yeah.
Any
50%.
any two, but I think he should limp, right? The-
I think, Louis is right. I think his range is literally any two, and he's actually just jamming probably 20% of his range.
Wait, did you say we're in the money?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's first hand.
Okay.
And bounty power is 12 BB? How much? How
Free
much for
starting
one bounty?
stacks.
Which is 6
I
BB?
don't know, show me the chips.
Put in chips for a minute, Louis, please.
Guys caught me.
Ah, okay. Getting the refill.
VPip any two, and he's jamming hands like king ten suited, probably ace jack.
If a bounty's worth 6, he can probably jam quite a lot.
Yep. Pocket sixes, probably jam, stuff like that.
Start stack is 10, yeah, Frank?
Yes,
And bounty's worth 3 right now?
around 3.
Okay. And that guy had 6, yeah? So it's worth like 9. Back to blinds. Let's check out what the next act guy with 20k. How many bigs he has.
Where can I get the sim? from?
So I posted
He
sim
has
for this
7.
hand, it's in the ICM MTT
Jeez, so
channel, Louis.
a bounty is worth 10 BB. 10. 10 and a half even. 10. 10. Yeah, I bet he can jam like giga wide.
Louis,
I'm looking for it. You say AD channel?
ICM MTT, and the thread is called Mystery 108 pre-FT. And you need to scroll to the top.
Alright,
It's
I'm very excited to see the sim here.
chronological order.
I think we looked at something similar to this before, like, he's got a maniacal range for sure, covering everyone.
I need to scroll to
Right.
the top, you say, or to the bottom?
To the top, to the top.
So do you think it's literally any two or like 80% of range?
I literally think he's not folding a single combo.
Really? Wow.
Am I at the right place or is it?
It's FT, pre-FT.
Different thread.
Oh, well, you spoiled till you reached FT.
Boom?
We can't see. Oh,
Okay, yeah, this spot.
And then you got short stack here, you got short,
You got two guys under
Very
10.
short size.
Yeah, show
Well-
the solution though.
if he's raising any two, I want to jam.
Yeah,
Oh,
Well-
don't show our solution, show his open range first.
so
what
what
do you
about,
guys,
what about just calling, Nick? Why, if you jam, you kinda box out the big blind, the guy you can
Because
hunt.
if we jam,
Access.
or if we call and big blind jams and other guy ISOs, we
Call,
still
call.
call off.
Call
Call,
off,
call.
yeah.
Call, yeah.
Okay.
But you don't get fold equity if you play flat. You're gonna maybe lose some chips and not cover a guy later
Or
to
you
hunt,
just,
like.
or you just play him in position when he's got trash and you just win a pot with ace high.
Well,
or a pair
we're
of
gonna
aces.
have a jamming range here. What do you want it
I
to
like
be?
call, I think you're right. Jam stuff that's better, like thicker value, that when you get called, you're printing. Like here,
Well,
we're
yeah,
only,
so
you know,
that's what I was getting, that's what I was gonna say. So you want him, he's not folding versus you very frequently if you jam. So you want something that's gonna be robust.
The big
And
flag?
like, yeah,
yeah.
it's the first hand of a mystery bounty. He should be calling like, pretty wide.
right, so first off, his opening range, extremely
Any
wide.
two, any two, any two.
With min raise? I missed it.
Okay, not any
Oh,
two.
not jamming.
Almost.
Okay.
But it is jamming some. You see like the high-low combo starting to activate.
Very
It's weird.
disrespectful, right?
It's kinda weird how it's symmetrical like that. Why do you think there's some symmetrical nature to the jams over there with the sixes through deuces?
I don't know. What I see here is that we don't have limps allowed.
It's the stuff that doesn't wanna raise call, Galen. Maybe everything else is happy to call off.
Okay, so why does it not limp? What properties are we missing?
I
Frank,
didn't
did you,
allow
Frank,
limping.
Frank didn't give it in, Frank didn't put it as an input. It's
If
missing
you
the
allow
Frank input.
limping, it will be limp range spot.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
You
And-
will
Call
VPip
range,
any
list
two,
three.
I think. Yeah, you will VPip
Yeah.
any two if you allow limps.
Okay.
Okay,
And
So do you think we should play limps here then? Just play pure limps when we're
So-
in these scenarios, right? We're about to play a
Maybe.
day two this afternoon. We should figure this out.
okay, can I ask? Look, if we give him limps, it will completely eliminate min raise strategy, right?
No.
That's what, oh,
Could-
that's what
yeah,
Frank was
It
claiming.
might be. It might
It'll-
eliminate this.
I agree with Galen. It'll be both. You still have min raises and you'll have limps. It'll
We should
I'll
run
have
it with
some-
limps. We should just run it.
I don't think
Later.
it matters here. The opponent opens, so when he opens, this is his opening range, so
Right,
Fair.
according to the plan.
right.
What drives this crazy wide opening range? I'm obviously I'm misunderstanding what,
It's a mystery bounty. Do you understand this format, Scotty?
Scotty, the average bounty right now is worth like 10 or 11 big blinds.
Well, first, I think we need to
What
explain to him what is a mystery bounty.
okay, I know how a mystery bounty, I know how a mystery bounty works. So in this particular one, the big bounties are still out there and there are just only a few people left. So-
Yeah, no, there's a lot
No,
of people
it's-
left, but
It's
as
the beginning of the mystery phase,
What you
but they're
do
just
is-
worth a lot.
you add up all the bounties and you divide it by the bounties remaining, and you get the average bounty power. And
Yeah,
the
there's-
And
the
and
higher
what
that is, the more you want to try to hunt.
It's more
And-
than 300.
Yes, and at
Oh,
this
okay.
point, bounty power is a crapshoot. It
Yeah,
forces you to play like a crapshoot, which is why this range is so wide. So very
scandal.
interesting, and now.
So you have extra equity. In any pot you enter, when you cover someone, you can play for their bounty. You have all the extra equity of their bounty.
gotcha.
Implied equity.
And what you can do is you can get to the turn and fold and lose $25,000.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
okay, so what will change if he had 15 big blinds? That middle position guy, Russian.
Dude.
Who?
So this guy with 50
Oh,
big-
Alexi. Oh, if he covered nobody, then he probably just like plays tight and he may even have some open jams.
Alright,
Some limps still, cause he covers Higaki in my pocket. Yeah, we can look at this later, Arturos. Investigate later.
You can look at the T-down bell range, no?
Which
so
one? Oh,
What
yeah, yeah, yeah.
what I'm curious
Do we have it?
Uh,
is our range from the
It
button.
is on the left, like RFE 20%.
You can see it in the screenshot in the corner? Or no?
No.
Poor Louis
I think
wants
it's
to
on
focus on
the
what we
other
should do
picture.
here. We're just stuck on what the opening strategy
Uh,
should look like.
Yeah,
It's the most interesting actually.
I think flat is good. I agree with everything Galen said. I think on balance, flat makes a lot of sense here.
right.
I don't
So
know if I'd find it.
this is what the button strategy should look like.
Nice. Wow, but we are just going for the jam with the offsuit branch, which is like
Pre-
not thicker value at all.
Man, look at that ace deuce. Look at that ace deuce off. That feels, ambitious.
Do you think the guy is actually opening appropriately wide? We have no way to know hand one.
Probably not.
I wonder like if you pair it back 10%, 15%, how this shifts.
Very ambitious jams with this, with these offsuit blockers, right?
Can we see when we jam what his call range is?
yes, I posted it.
Yeah. I'm curious.
Okay, try to guess. Too late.
Try to
Oh.
guess.
Ace
Button
3
opening range.
plus.
Open it.
Yeah, see, Galen, the open jams are
And-
creeping in where the raise folds creep in. Like he was open jamming the jack deuce, queen deuce slivers and the ace three, ace four off and stuff that he can't raise call off.
Wow, so he calls about half the time. Man.
We're playing these wrong, aren't we?
Yeah, I am for sure. I'm not calling off here with 10-5 suited for 25 big blinds.
It's suited. That's all you gotta say. It's suited.
Okay, Jack 8-0, 10-7-0.
Yeah, mystery bounties, this
You can
format.
make a
is-
straight, I guess.
It's because
Very
of his
true.
jamming range, no?
Yeah.
No, because
Yeah,
of the bounty.
Is it strong? It wasn't
Well,
strong, right?
both. It's all because of everything.
It's offsuit
Equilibrium.
aces. Offsuit
Yeah, his
aces,
range is
suited
not that strong.
broadways. Or
So you found a good flat, you flopped air, and now what? You gonna get fancy? Just fold, right? You could do
No,
something
why?
fancy, maybe.
Is this an accurate way to think about this spot with our jam? Is that he's incentivized to hunt our bounty, which means that we are incentivized to double up our chips.
Yeah.
With a hand that is that much better than his range.
Yeah,
Why
It
are
also
we
has
not?
to do with our ability to hunt the people behind us. Like, we're calling a bunch of stuff that can call if they jam, and then we're only jamming the stuff that like doesn't perform that great multi-way and wants
Yeah,
to isolate.
it has to do with navigating post flop as well. That's why your offsuit aces are jamming because they're ahead of his range, but they kind of suck playing post.
And they suck multi-way. So you don't wanna play call with ace seven off, but you can play call with ace seven suited.
Did
Ace-
everyone?
Even though, right, and it's even though he calls all of our ace sixes, they're just ahead of his range and we don't have any, and we just wanna run our equity. Whereas
Yeah,
once,
they're
the-
still ahead enough, I guess.
yeah, once
yeah.
the flop comes, we can be pushed off our equity because we don't know where we are.
woo,
Yes, sir.
Oh, we won.
What happened? We made a flush.
I
Oh,
didn't
I
Damn.
know.
won. Who would
Didn't
have
expect the bounty.
expected?
Did you like a fold with a6?
it's a mystery
First-
bounty, so definitely.
Why?
Yep.
We need
It-
chips to play or what?
He open jam. Because he's.
No, a6 where he min raised and we called on the button.
Oh,
Just
you didn't,
other
what do you
thing.
wanna do on the flop?
After
Float
that,
him?
you're
Raise
five
him?
ends, five ends
Raise or
too late.
call, doesn't matter.
We're five ends too late after us. It's a good fold.
Are you sure? Everyone liked it? I
Yes,
think it's too tight.
I mean, based off seeing his range, if he's opening that range, yeah, it's too tight. But
Even if versus normal range, we pretty much fold.
We have no visibility. Maybe you can click him though.
ooh, nice river.
It doesn't matter. We start aggression once we check on the turn because we stop with so much.
Assuming
good
they
stuff.
check on the turn.
Yeah, if we don't, we give up.
Alright.
if you don't improve.
Should we see bet this board?
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
We could
What?
check a lot of hands.
this is a good check. You can bet, you can check. You can check if you want to.
I don't think so.
Leave your
No?
chips.
3 middling cards. I'm range betting small.
I agree.
3 middling
see.
cards. See how they bet.
We bet a lot here.
Is it
Range,
range
fully
then?
open.
I guess. I will venture to guess range after
Yeah.
seeing that strategy. Sometimes I'm not sure with these completed equity ones, Nick. Like Jack 9-5, I'll do it every day, every
Very
time.
deep, you start checking, but shallow, you bet usually.
I think
But
it's tough,
if it's
man.
not that big, you can start checking or 80
I think. Can we see Jack 9-5 as well? Because I think Jack 9-5, you'll actually start having checks.
Ah, damn. Don't do me like that.
I think so, so.
Because I think have a more polarized strategy. You'll have big bets and checks. I mean, I just want to know if I'm wrong.
We're low jack, we're low jack. I don't know. It's the middle ground. I think UTG, it's range bet, button, you have checks.
You're right, you're right.
but We're low jack.
I think we need 2 key card for the big blind to check it out there, like it's
An
Yeah.
8? A 6?
7,
What does, yeah, maybe.
see,
Yeah.
10% more.
Mm.
And free key cards,
Check it out.
sure.
Thank you for
Can we
this.
see an 8-5 3-board rainbow?
Stop.
Oh, this one he donks even.
What do you do on pocket eights in a 3-bet pot? Against
Never had
Spotty.
8s before.
in a free roll.
I'm at the wrong end of my distribution, you know, I just never been dealt pocket 8s. Still waiting.
Do you bet? Do you check? I think we see bet.
I'm
You gotta
checking.
follow the
Why are you
law.
checking? Why change?
Don't break the law, Nick. You
You
guys
Seems
open-
like
gotta
a,
see
seems
that.
like a
not
good
to
large
pay.
bet.
It's
Seems like
a-
a good large bet to me.
No, no button you can make small button bets. If you're in middle position or EP, you can big bet.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Open full strategy.
Thank you after that. Thank you.
Yeah,
No, on the
open,
bottom
show
you
him,
need-
show him the full, show him. He's gonna
I'm
cry.
a,
Oh,
I'm
party.
a colors guy too, don't worry.
I'm a colors guy. Do you like pink, Galen?
Galen, your strategy is very bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
weird.
Oh,
There's some small bets to his
Yeah,
credit.
who's checking here
exists.
46% of the time?
I don't know, to be honest.
I am. I'm checking a lot on this board.
I
I'm
used
betting
to,
big.
but then I made a promise.
I'm doing some silly stuff like this, and then I'm doing some checking. A little purple time to time. A little pink.
we bet. We could get a check raise. When not folding.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Okay, what do you guys do here?
Hmm.
Oh,
this
oh, wait.
I have a solution for this spot, okay. How wide do you think we can jump here?
I think we can jam this and like King 10 suited.
I want a 3-bet not all in. Am I tripping?
I think, I didn't realize it was a multi-way pot. I thought it was
Yeah.
just a versus single open. I like jamming a lot here, actually.
I don't like free betting.
How wide can we like? What's the Queen Jack suited? Man,
Just make it 8 and don't fold.
pocket 10s, pocket 9s, pocket 8.
What kind of range do we think Alexei is raising here?
A lot of stuff.
A typical under the gun
But
R5.
he
Yeah.
doesn't, does he cover endorphin? We can't tell, they have equistack, right?
Covering big blind.
So this. would
You went
be-
underwater for a moment, Nick.
is right,
Underwater.
alright. And then the low jacks calling range. Do you guys think the low jack should have a lot of calls from this type depth?
No,
No, especially when the
yeah.
big blind's sitting out, he doesn't get any bounty access, cuz the guy folds every hand. Did you sim this with the big blind sitting out, Frank?
No.
So this
Of
would be the calling range.
Of course not.
Oh, you didn't even put a squeeze, bro. The squeeze is for 8, not 5. Who makes it 5 here? What is that? Alright. I'm upset.
It's not mine range, it's the 15 blinds guy.
Danny has been very
Mhm,
annoying
yeah.
since last night.
Dude, I'm upset. I expect better from Frank.
It's not
This is-
my
Really annoying.
range.
This is
For
not,
years.
this is not his range, Danny, is what he's
I-
saying. This is the
I
guy that's
hear
got
it,
50.
no,
Why
I
not
hear-
5? 5 is fine from this time though.
it's this
No,
guy.
it's PKO, just jam or call, you know.
Alright. Now, our range.
I think you did this fine, Frank.
Do we jam suited
Okay,
ace?
Did you,
so-
ace
oh, you
five?
put a 7. How
I
is there
didn't
a
know
7?
log because I had like 75 spots to run,
Yeah, that's fine.
and few of them I made with few bounty powers.
Can I ask you, Frank, how did you do different 3-bet size for different players? Did you just kill the children or?
Whoa.
Whoa,
Whoa, he's burning.
Huh?
What do you wanna
Pruning?
do with my children's?
Is that
this is a
how?
family,
I will
it's
not
a family
tell my
stream.
sins, but
It's pruning, yeah? Okay.
manually,
It's the only
I
way.
think.
So I was right on the eights, but you're not jamming any suited broadways. That's interesting.
So, yeah,
Okay, so we call, someone jams, we get a bunch of calls and we fold or what?
No,
No,
you
you're never
call, you just
folding.
don't fold. It's very simple.
Yeah,
So we call as a trap pretty much. Not
Yes, exactly.
you're inviting
call to keep
disaster,
in-
Arturus. Yeah,
You, exactly. You wanna keep in hands you dominate and then stack them later.
yeah.
But you are playing an extremely high variance game. And you will win high variance prizes.
Was
Or
the
lose
jam,
them. In my
was the,
case.
was the jam with the king jack suited primarily bounty driven? Was that what?
It's a fun.
I don't know. I think Frank's playing it too much like chips driven. But the flat is because of the bounties.
Right, you wanna be in there and flop something when they.
Yeah.
Oh, I also have a question. In a bounty
Okay.
tournament, when we cover, and let's say we are 30 big blinds deep, do we have a free bet bluffs? Like, do we want to free bet queen ten suited or something? Queen ten off,
It
queen 10 off.
doesn't look like it.
Oh, so we just play as a flat instead and less free betting.
We have some free bet blast with some trash hands.
Yeah, but we are extreme polarity, right? Extreme, like jacks plus. Right? And ace king. No king queens anymore. For 45 bigs. Or no.
Depends on positions.
But okay.
Seems like you just wanna let the crazies go crazy. Like you wanna call and say, come on in, guys. I got
Do you
suited
ever
forward."
size up here?
I don't think with this combo,
Why not?
but yeah. You only have one card over to the top card. You have like some marginal backdoor stuff, but it just doesn't benefit a lot from big size, I think.
That's kind of why I want to bet big.
I think half pot is fine. With some part of range.
And by big, I mean like 55% off the stack depth.
Yeah, I understand.
It looks like it might be okay. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Small or big.
With
I'm
with
usually,
the diamond. I don't think we do it without the diamond. Call.
I mean, if they're gonna let you in,
Man,
Wait. Let's
you
go
went
back.
back or you went back or something.
Yeah, let's go back here. So we open, we face a three bet. What do you think our calling range should be here? So this should be alright.
What is his free betting range?
we cover, so we're gonna call like half of this, so like 10-5 suited plus
So first
9-6
off,
suited.
question number one, he's covered. Do you guys think he should have a wide three betting range?
No,
Well, why do you think he's three betting?
Cause he is.
That's not, Louis, you make my brain explode when you say things like that.
I'm
No,
asking
Galen
you-
means what's his incentive for three betting this spot?
Yeah,
When he three bets here, basically he's pushing the shorties out, right?
he's trying to isolate action against the shorties, I think. Like, he's
So-
trying to present an uncapped range to you as the original raiser.
And I think
Which is-
here, what he really wants to do is to keep bounty access, right?
Well, that's kinda what
Yeah.
we see. Yeah. That's the incentive. He's three betting you probably wider than he should be to isolate bounties.
it's
This
funny
range
because
should be full of shit, but often it's just a good hand. What do you think?
Sometimes.
more experienced players flat with an uncapped range in this spot.
Right,
Like Nick,
right.
yeah,
That's what
the
we were
top of
just
his range
saying. That's right.
always.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
so this three bet's kinda sketchy.
10-5 suited plus, nailed it.
So he's
Oh,
not
this
supposed
is
to three
his
bet.
plotting range.
Oh,
I kinda
damn
like
it.
four
He
betting on this
should
guy.
not have three bets. Yeah, he wants
no.
bounty access of the big blind. It's worth so much.
Yeah. Calls everything. So this is not a thing here.
So how do you range it when it should never be a thing, right? Is it too strong or is it too shit? It goes one of two ways and you can't really know.
Depends on the player, but with no information, it's very
Exactly.
hard.
Yeah, with no info, play call and proceed or
But
Yeah,
give
the
it up
thing
Four
is,
bet, I'm four bet jamming on that guy every time. I'm putting it in his face.
thing
and
is
that's
as
just-
well, the big blind is sitting out,
Oh, it's sitting out guy.
so
Oh, that changes the
Oh,
dynamic a little
it
bit.
does, right? A little.
Mm,
Significantly, I
Hmm.
think.
No, I'm more likely to call maybe.
agree.
Let's call
So
and
what's
play a
a-
pot.
So I mean, if you're playing a chips arrangement, how is king ten behaving here? King ten suited?
It's calling.
I believe it's a call.
You guys don't ever
Maybe
find any four
some-
bets?
Yeah, maybe
Oh, I
some
do.
jams.
Not with this.
Out of king, queen, king, jack, king 10, king 9 suited. Which ones do what?
I think the tens are probably more. Well, okay, so we're looking
I don't-
at,
Yeah, man.
we're looking
And
at a
chip-
three bet range that's probably more concentrated with like offsuit trash.
Offsuit tens, offsuit jacks.
Yeah, so jamming I could definitely see coming from suited broadways. High equity combos that are gonna do well when they see five cards. I don't know.
I think it's gonna be like
Suited
pairs,
tens make sense. Pairs, yeah. Like
And-
eights, sevens, nines,
even like fives.
fours.
Louis, you wanna take a peek or no? It's okay if you don't.
I wanna see our
King,
chip
queen, O.
leader.
King, queen, O, right? I think king, queen, O is one.
Ace, jack, O plus.
Those click more than jam, right? Well, ace, queen jams. Ace, jack. No, you're right. Ace, jack jams. Yeah. I think you're right.
Just look at 35 effective and see what a cutoff is doing versus a three bet from the bigs.
The size will be wrong.
Then you look at 40. I mean,
Oh,
It's
if
gonna
we're
be-
doing ICM, it'll be okay, maybe. It's cutoff first button.
I
Cutoff
think it's an
first
interesting
button.
question. Suited broadways that unblock his ace X trash, I'm just four betting in that
Wrong
spot
one,
a
Louis.
lot.
There you go. 40 and 32. Cutoff button.
This is 30. This one's 30, it's fine.
Scroll
The one,
down
the one you're
a
currently
little bit.
on. Don't, oh, never mind. I lied.
And that one, 49, 34. Average stack is a little too deep here, but we can look at it first. Cutoff. Cutoff button. check his 3 bets. Oh no, we wanna see our 4 bets. You're right. You're right, you're right. Oh, he has
Yeah,
some
suited,
jams here, huh?
yeah,
Oh no,
yeah,
this is
yeah.
us. My fault.
Suited Broadway stuff's gonna do pretty good here. That's what I thought.
Exactly. Only suited kings.
Huh. So I
Well,
said
Jack
king, queen,
10,
king, jack,
Jack
king
10.
10. They all just jam. And jack 10. I like jack 10. I didn't expect they all would jam.
Well, what else would you do with them? You call? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Okay.
King, queen, O, pure call. Okay.
Right, so what we learned here, three betting is not a thing, four betting is an option.
Hmm.
Let's move on.
I'm gonna get hurt trying this out.
Embrace your
Alright.
dark side, Danny.
What do you think your range is here?
This,
Do you wanna limp off in here?
Yeah, I was thinking.
limping's not crazy, Danny.
So small blind won't push you out?
It depends on how Walker 17 is. If he's a criminal, I like limping. If he's gonna let you like do pass go and collect $100, then
Are you
I raise.
playing this jack seven?
Yes,
Are you playing jack six?
I would love to limp this jack
Maybe.
7.
Oh, jack five?
maybe.
Limp it all, bro. Limp it all. We cover the big blind. Limp it all.
Hey, to
It's
be
suited.
honest,
You're,
not-
you're a real, a true
like,
criminal. What's your
not
worst
joking,
offsuit?
if I have a face card and it's suited, I'm probably playing it. So
What
queen
about
deuce,
offsuit tens?
king
You
deuce.
open offsuit eights.
It needs to be able to make a straight.
Yes.
Offsuit nines?
Needs to be able to make a
What do
straight.
you mean 9 is better than 8?
Right,
Sense one.
jack
You
seven.
already said yes to 8.
here.
I'll see it
So
9.
jack six, jack five. Jack five is for a criminal.
Yeah,
Offsuit nines. So.
What? No
not-
10-8.
Not
You gotta
much
input-
with the connectors as well. You
so
gotta-
there's a couple things you gotta do here to really get the full picture, like, you gotta look at the small blind's range. The small blind is supposed to I'm guessing not gonna stand for this. Like, he's gonna be like ripping on you constantly. And
I
if
don't
that's
think we
like not the
have to worry,
case,
I don't think we have to worry much about the small blind.
I think we
Why?
should
Why?
eliminate min raising and play limp or jam
I
here.
think he wants to keep bounty access, so it's gonna be a lot of flatting for him.
I have no
If you
idea.
limp, you keep the
But
pot
you
small, you
will
can play a
want to
wider
jam.
Big
range.
blind, the big blind here. will
What,
have
Artie?
A million jams.
Oh,
Okay, so
no.
this would be the big blind strategy.
Do you
Frank,
want to keep bounty access out of position as often?
Frank, do you have the sim? What's the small
Or
blind
the
doing
button.
here? Do you know?
We see
I
it
can
here,
open.
we have it here.
If you give me a minute.
Small
But
blind
you can't,
call,
but you can't click it, right?
No,
calling
but it's the range.
26% of hands
He's
and
jamming
3
30%.
betting
Yeah, it's coming up.
30%, yeah.
Yeah. So if you peel some of these shenanigans back, it's gonna allow you to open up the button. But
Bro,
that's why I
I'm
said it just
confident that we should
depends.
limp here.
You're gonna have to run another, no, yeah, you do have to run another sim if you're gonna have a button limp. But limping's an interesting strategy. I don't think it's bad.
I think it's amazing. And normally I hate limping, so that should tell you something.
I tried
Yeah,
some.
why are you enthusiastic about limping here as opposed to usually?
It's like all the reasons of the mystery bounty that we've been talking about, like, so, and also looking at the strategy, right? When you limp and you get jammed on, you save a chip, as opposed to when you min raise. When you min raise, you're not getting folds from small blind anyway.
But all
And
that is true for like mystery bounties too. That's the whole idea. If you limp, you save a chip.
it's true to a much lesser degree, because normally they're not flatting 30% of range and rejamming another 30% of range. Normally those numbers are like cut in half. So they're playing like twice as many hands as they normally would, because the bounties are they're worth so much. And you just need to be in the pot when you cover. And so for that reason, I just like we don't have the same fold equity, but we want to be in the pot because we cover big blind. Therefore, I'm going to combat that by limping. When he jams, I lose less. There's hands like he can ISO, I can jam on him. often he'll just complete, it'll check and then like stab one on flop, or we cooler them sometimes, stuff like that. The usual stuff.
Alright,
It's the usual, yeah. I think I made the point. It's all good.
alright, well, I think we're gonna wrap it up on this for today, cause Frank has to go.
Mhm.
So we
Yeah.
are gonna continue on Wednesday. Thanks a lot for joining, everybody. See you guys around.
Cash game study group starts in 10 minutes.
10 minutes.